Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to the video here on the channel. My name is Emily. This is the MWA Wagon pack. Hold on the back, these are the MWAs. The pack which comes with three versions of the Wagon, the MWAA, the MWAB, and the IOA Wagons. We've got a train on here. This is set in sort of 2016-ish. And you can see at Bristol Parkway. It's just sort of the era as, a bit later than 2016, sorry, as the 800s are coming on speed, but the HSTs are still very much prevalent on the route. So you can see we've even got things like blue 150s and greens coming in, but we're going to move away. So this train we're running today is train 6/11, Willesden Southwest sidings to East Uskeyard Freightliner Heavy Haul. We are in a Class 66 in slightly on the Power Haul livery. Like I say, these are the wagons on the back. You can see the yard here, which I can never remember the name of. Stoke Gifford yard, sorry, is quite full. So we are going to thrash away. So I'm going to power off. And we want to sort of coast as we get over the pipework. Coming out the yard, so we're not actually technically in the yard here. This is one of the loops here at Bristol Parkway. To our right, as well after, sorry, that is Stoke Gifford Yard. And so we've got a combination of MWAs, MJAs, JNAs, and HHAs in the yard with some Class 66s and a Class 70 kicking about. There we go. And we're just going to ease over. Over the triangle here. So if we continue to the left, that line would take us. So if we continue to our left, that would take us to Bristol Temple Mead. Straight ahead would take us to Bristol Temple Mead eventually, but via sort of Bristol Docks. And to the right takes us into Wales, which is where we're heading today. What I'll do is train length, which you can't hear, so I'll turn the audio up slightly. Apologies for that. I did not realize that would thingy like that. I'll have to edit that. So yeah, these wagons are pretty snazzy. Full disclosure, I didn't pay for mine. I created it, one of the scenarios for the pack, so I have it for free. I created the West London lines, which was actually some of my best work. However, it had some mods, I should say, by AR. But yeah, unfortunately not something that I've sorry, not now want to cover because there we go, that's up to 60, so straight in full power. Super. I'm not saying I want to cover because obviously we just covered that with the words are hard today. With the sorry, brain got broad. So it was just covered with the JHA wagon. Sorry, there we go. And this Class 66 is part of the Major Wales Class 66 nameplate pack. I'll probably be a different one when this now gets released via the Trains and Community website. It should be linked hopefully in the description down below. But they do look absolutely snazzy. So this is splattered in mud. There are some stock photos of them splattered up like this. I'm not sure how you'd get that, but I'm presuming it's when you get the loaders in to sort them out. The loader pulls in and sort of splashes mud on it. But yeah. Let's just check our line speed, 40. As you can see, I save an HST coming the other way. So I try to replicate that sort of period when they were blended, where you get some of in one livery, some in another. So putting the manual up. Overview. In 2009, 120 wagons were built by Greenbrier Europe for network rail to transfer ballast from quarries to virtual quarries. These were assigned design code IOE942 and TOPS code IOEE. They are based at Mountsorrel and Cliff in Leicestershire. They are typically operated in bulk formations of 21 or 22 wagons. I do actually have a scenario coming out for the IOAs as well. In 2016, 64 wagons were built by the same manufacturer as several Freightliner. They were coded MW0018 and given the TOPS code MWAA. During March 2019 and August 2020, the ladder at one end was removed. In 2019, a further 76 wagons were built for Freightliner. These were coded MW002A and given TOPS code MWAB and did not have ladders. Both MWAs are operating in intermediate formations of 21 and 22 wagons. They are based at Tunstead Quarry in Buxton, East Usk Siding in Wales, from Wagon Quarry, which is also in Wales, and Port Talbot. And I'm speeding because I'm not paying attention. Transporting limestone to a variety of building sites around the country. IOAE, like I say, wagons include IOAE, MWA, and MWAB. So generally speaking, the way to tell them apart, at least in the train sim version, IOAE, that's in that network rail yellow. MWAA is very similar looking, but it's in Freightliner green. And MWAB is in the newer Freightliner liveries, this sort of the grey and yellow, which is the Genesee Whaling style livery. You've then got different variety of roads. So on the IOAs, you've got ballast pink, which is what we received coming out of Mount Sorrel going to Eastleigh, and ballast light, which was Mount Sorrel going to Eastleigh, Mount Sorrel going to Whitmore, Cliff to Doncaster, Cliff to Stafford and Sandacre, Cliff to Basket, and aggregate 5, which are MWAs, which is aggregate lead, limestone grey and brown, and limestone red. Firstly, in the scenarios, you select it in the drop downs as standard and high set tail lamps. That's a feature. Dust, obviously, we won't see it on this wagon, and that's because I'm speeding again. But obviously, we're empty. This is, which was so quick, and the 66.4 isn't struggling massively. Because these wagons, believe it or not, are very heavy. They look great, and I love the internal weathering as well. This, to be honest, was a bit heavy, but it is actually accurate. When you look inside, I love the internal weathering to the wagons. You can see how much brake it's taking to actually get the train to control itself. So, remember when we drive freight trains, we do 4-bar is full service on the Class 66. We're just about to lost our brake off. We'll coast for a while. So, road remnants, this refers to buying down words again. 158, nice. Below remnants, this refers to the limestone ballast or aggregate left behind after unloading. The material handlers can't grab everything. So, on the IOAs, you've got LR1 and LR2, that's ballast light or ballast pink, respectively. MWAs, you've got LRs 1 through 4, and that's aggregate fine, grey fine, aggregate red, limestone grey, limestone red. MWA, so they give you an example of how to place it, and that's all sorted. So, 55. Oh, we're continuing down. So we're going to be accessing Sandtunnel Junction. That is... I can't remember my name's again. This, by the way, I'm doing this from memory. That's Pilling Station. So fun fact about Pilling. Pilling, since the electrification of the route... We'll quickly whiz back up here. Since the electrification of the route, this footbridge has been removed. Leaving Pilling as a one-platform station. It receives 2 trains a day. Both in the same direction. And there's like a social media challenge going a while ago to see how far from Pilling you could get catching the first train from Pilling and the last train into Pilling. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. We're continuing down though into the tunnel. And this is a Brunel tunnel designed by Brunel himself. Now, fun fact about the electrification here in real life. Now, so obviously this route has been electrified. There's wires leading all the way to Cardiff. The tunnel section here is not actually electrified with standard overhead wires. It's electrified with a third rail. But the third rail is up on the roof. Basically, you can turn on a third rail off the roof, but it's extremely hard. And it sort of is part of the idea that obviously if you had issues where you'd torn the overheads down in here, you'd be wrecking the service for days. Just because I didn't have the DVD operating there, so I just turned that on. But you'd wreck the service for absolutely days on end. So the plan is obviously stick a rail up there. It probably affects pan wear slightly more, but it's on such a short distance. No one's actually going to notice. Sorry about that. That was, yeah. That actually reminds me though. So tonight I checked ring treble line. So treble line in the UK is our emergency number. For the Americans watching, that's the current 911. So I was walking in my house to go to the shop, get some snacks. And all I didn't wear my headphones, and I normally do. Then we've got noise cancelling headphones on, normally ignoring the world. But I was wearing my noise cancelling headphones today, so I wasn't wearing them today. My apologies. And I heard what sounded like a fire alarm going off in the house. It sounded like multiple alarms going off, not synchronized. I was like, I can see the burglar alarm on the outside of the house because a lot of burglar alarms in my area. We were at the box on the outside that flashes when the burglar alarm's going off. Anyway, yeah. And I ended up because it was a vacant house, and I was like, right, either it's nothing, and I'm imagining things, and it's just some sort of noise in the house, and someone's bad at cooking, and the house isn't vacant, and I'm wrong. Or the house is actually on fire. So I ended up calling for the treble line, asking for fire. So pretty much the emergency call went like this: "Hello, yeah, operator, which service do you require from me? Fire. Hello, fire service. Hi there. I'm at Redacted Street and the house number here. This is the postcode area. So with it, I've got an Irish, or Northern Irish, probably, presumably, emergency services like call thing, which is probably just someone living in the UK, which is fine. But yeah, anyway, got fire and said, hey, I'm at this location. It's that I think I can hear fire alarms going off in the house. No obvious signs of fire. But yeah, anyway, and then said the lady who took my call, thank you very much. We'll get a crew to check it out. 2 engines come out, by the way, which, yeah. But basically, I wasn't obviously, they didn't need me to stay on scene, so I left the area and went to continue my little walk. Within 2 minutes of me picking up the call to the fire department, or the fire service, there was an engine on scene. Now, I live very close to my local fire station, but if it was on my street, I'd struggle to get there in 2 minutes. And that I just thought was incredible. And like I say, I heard the siren, and I live in a city area. Sirens are really common. You know, they thought, oh, it'll be like ambulance or fire or police going somewhere. But no, it was an engine. And like I say, it was just crazy getting the response so quickly. And like, yeah. And it looks like it was nothing. I didn't go and sort of talk to them because they don't need little old me interfering in their job. But at the same time, there are few greater sights than a fire engine coming around the corner, blues and twos on, when you just called them because there might be a fire. Yeah. Also, if you're British and of my generation, yes, it did very much feel like when anti-label gets locked in the pantry and Pippin has to call travel line. Pippin runs to the fire station, gets the fire crew, and is in the engine as they're responding. And I don't know how. Actually, I'm going to have to link to that in the description down below as well, because that is some great television and it was very formative in my career, quite clearly. Anyway, we are climbing out of Severn Tunnel here. Next station I'll pass through is Severn Tunnel Junction. After Severn Tunnel Junction, I'm actually on a coast because a 40 kicks in shortly after, because we expect to be heading, I should say, onto the relief lines. And we're thrashing quite a lot, but yeah, we're climbing out the Severn Tunnel here. We've got the proceed aspect, so we're not getting checked down. So obviously, to our left there, I'll show you on This line here is the line of sort of Cheltenham and sort of that neck of the wood. We continue in this direction and yeah, just sort of follow around. So basically we could get signal checked for a passenger service, so cross-country transport for Wales, as there will be in this era. No, it's Stoke or even Trains Wales in this era could be coming around. And we could get signal checked for them. But obviously we're not going to be, and I can see the feather, which means we're being indicated across onto the relief lines. Fun fact, what is the difference between relief lines and slow lines? Absolutely nothing except geographical location. So for what I understand, the original GWR called them relief lines, and that's why that name has stayed. So exactly the same way that on the Midland Main Line, they have, so traditionally speaking, up and down lines are towards and from London. That is the way of most of the UK railway industry. Meanwhile, on LMS, they have up and down lines on some sections of the route to and from Derby. So you can basically go on the down line, and then it changes to the up line, and you're like, why? Why, guys? Why? This hurts my little head. Yeah. So, what else happened that I can talk about? Not really much. Actually, I'm at 40 a little bit. I want to put a little break on. So we're now onto the relief lines, and we'll be cruising around here. Like I say, the modelling on these is absolutely perfect. I don't think we see IOAs on this. Yeah, not the 41, so I'm down a bit early, but oh well. Considering the fact that my route learning notes for this in my head come from testing this scenario, could be worse. Could be worse. I just got notch warning just to sustain us. We'll sort of rumble around here. The next station will pass through, well, there are not any more stations before East Usk. The next station on the line will be Newport, which we don't go to. The next landmark, I suppose, there is a flyover. So at the moment, the lines, I believe, go down relief, down slow, down fast, up relief. There's a flyover for the up relief line to cross over to the side, basically. We've gone over that in one of my previous scenarios. I may actually I'm going to change this delivery because I'm going to see which 66 deliveries I've used. But yeah, I think I might have done that in a power haul because I quite, you see, so I'm not sure if this is something opinion or not, but I prefer the power haul delivery. I feel like my Freightliner delivery, but I wish the font for the Freightliner text was different. That is my verdict on the Freightliners class of 6s. Like if it was a bit bolder, it would be better because it feels a bit like wishy-washy italicized. So in the 40 segment, we run at 40 now all the way to East Usk Yard, which is 7 miles away. So let's call it 9-10 minutes. Well, I do need to go and grab a screenshot. Do screenshot. I just have to go back. Let's do that. I can go down again. I'm doing a lot of freight at the moment. I think honestly I've just not really done freight and well, much lately. Compared to, well, so when I say lately, I mean the last sort of 30 route loading videos before obviously I did Freight Month. I had a lot of passengers. Yeah. I think as well, like, I'm doing sort of different routes and stuff. I've got a 170 there in cross-country delivery. At the moment, so normally I'm recorded well in advance. At the moment, I only have 3, but obviously up to the point of this being scheduled, 3 route learning videos ready to go out. And fun fact, this won't be going out in chronological order, at least hopefully. So it'll probably be one of my sooner videos that you see this as part of. We're not trying to power, so we'll just keep it that and just, it's working very well to hold us at 40. So if it ain't broke, don't bloody fix it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. My name is Emily. My name is Emily. So, anyway, I'm really running out of things to talk about. I'm going to go off the path for it. I mean, that looks like about 40.5, so I've just let it melt off. I say, is that a red in the distance? But no, I think I ran the fast lines. Actually, no, we're not be the fast lines, so it would be down relief, down main, up relief. You can see this is the file I mentioned previously. We should hopefully bleed some. It'll be interesting to see actually if we bleed more speed going around a curve. So obviously we're on bulky wagons, so there'll not be as much drag. But obviously, as you take a curve, that the trail wheel doesn't bend. Shocking, I know. And that means that eventually, obviously, you get a bit of an angle built up between the rail and the wheel, so there's a bit less efficiency, so it grinds. So pacers, basically, we get wheel flange sound, which you're getting very little of here. But when you get wheel flange sound kicking in, that is extra obviously drag, and I'd be interested to see how train simulates that, or if it does. But yeah. Anyway, we're just coasting around here. Speed's dropping off. Sorry about that. I caught the space bar with my thumb because I've got a fat thumb. That multi-sport does not apply to us. That multi-sport would apply if we were heading into Cranarm sidings. So Cranarm is the steelworks here. You get a lot of various steel wagons going in there. I do feel like South Wales is going to be like my home scenario-wise for a while, because I know TSRS are working on steel wagons, or they were. And there's an early preview of another thing packed on their cockpit moment. Yeah, so the low poly wagons would be good. And they're probably the low poly steels. TAKs are quite close. It looks like there's one pack which is closer, but we don't know what it is. So it has to turn up at Clonardo there. So I've not implemented any static here, but any static fill, but you can see there's quite a bit of siding space. I don't put static fill in places like this because you can't really see it. This is the main exchange area, I believe. And then obviously you can get rail access into the steelwork, which has been simulated. We'll just go on that one again. Anyway, so we're just cruising along here, 40s in. I'll go back to that one again. So, interestingly, we did actually, because I stopped a bit early, I slowed down a bit early, sorry. We did miss Bravo. No, we did miss Lima 27, which is a 10-car 800. I think it's an 800 802 combo, but sure, same difference. And yeah, otherwise I can see a cautionary aspect ahead, but that may be depending on the logic of the route. So in real life, you wouldn't get more than 2 green signals actually set in the world. What do I mean by that? So if you imagine that ahead of us there are no trains, and we've just got every mile there's a signal. So we get a green. So the signal ahead of that is 2 amber, the signal ahead of that is a single amber, the signal ahead of that is a red. That is how route setting generally works, at least on the ECMO. So like if you're standing at a station as long as, so like manners, it depends at bigger stations. Bigger stations, there are always exceptions to the rule, put it that way. But when it comes to the so something like manners, when the station staff TRST, so train ready to start is a button you press on the platform, which tells the signal that the train's ready to go. They'll then set the route. That's when you can then shut the doors and dispatch the train. Anyway, when the station staff TRST, the signal pulls off on the platform to a green. The signal ahead of that will be 2 ambers. The signal ahead of that will be a single amber. The signal ahead of that will be a red. And basically, you've seen the state at manners that it pulls off to a single amber. And then as the train leaves the station, occupies the next signal section, it obviously pulls off to a green again. So yeah, that's basic TLDR. That's how it works. So like the fact that was a double amber until the point that we passed through the signaling area, or until the point we passed that last signal, I was expecting that to go off to a green. Obviously I can see it's an amber. I can see another amber, then a red, so that means we're being put into the yard at East Usk, which is the route that we're expecting to be taking today. So thumbs up, basically. We're just rumbling along here. Take a bit of extra power. And want to get back up to 4. Yeah, so we got number 15 to put into the yard. I've done my best to pop out the yard in a way that looks nice, but isn't too performance intensive, so we'll show that as we go come in as well. That's one of the things I find is the key with freight yards is if you fill them up accurately, you get masses of performance loss. Oh, look at that a bit more closely as we pull in. But if you, so you run up masses, but you get some performance loss. But if you pop out the freight yards we pass lightly, and you sort of do almost like a box, so you put maybe 2 or 3, if you imagine a freight yard is 4 lines, 4 lines together with points at the end. So you put a rake of tall wagons at the front on line 1. So line 1's the bottom line, which is nearest to what you pass. And then you go 2 or 3 wagons deep on the sort of the edges of the box. It looks really good, and you get a lot less polygons being loaded, and the sim handles it better. Basically, I'm not sure why that's a green, because I'm not sure that should be proceed aspect if there's no route set and the points are set against the train. But we're not questioning that. Single amber with a feather, that means we're being put into the yard at East Usk. The yard at East Usk gives us a 15 line speed, so I'm just going to start slowly taking the thing off. The light brake application. Oh, there's a train coming. I wonder what it is. It's almost like I know. Got a castle set coming this way. So this is the early days of the castles. So you had some of the castle modified power cars running with slam-door coaches. So it's basically a modded version of the castle. So yeah, same as them here and up in Scotland. They ran with slam-doors, still fitted in the early days. And there we go. Some single amber right ahead. And we've got a ton for the divergence, so I was a bit mistaken there, so I'll put a bit of brake back in. Just slower, soft, nice and gently to a 10. Looks like an HTA sitting there waiting for us. Yeah, I'm pretending like I don't know. I know because I've made this scenario. What's our scenario? Yo. But my first look at the MWA/IOA maneuvers. Honestly, it's brilliant. I genuinely, when I first loaded it up, because I had a cell ready to go for the IOAs, which I'll be uploading as well. I loaded the IOA in, and I pulled away, and I was sort of just fluffing through it, because it's a mixed rake of, look, that's kind of strange, of JNATs and IOAs. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is just so nice. And a regular 2W power car on the back. So we've got HTAD dumped in the head shun. It's got the buffered ends. This is the TSRS HTAs. I need to do a scenario covering that. There's a video covering that in the future. I've got so much I want to actually cover off on. I want to do probably the HSTs, be my next route and recall. I don't know what you'll see next. I'm doing a lot of West Country at the moment as well, so I'm trying to, it's difficult to vary the area, but also it's important that you do it. 10 and we'll just take break off. As we access the yard with the loads of HTAs laid up there. So you can see these are the non-buffered ones. At least they should be, yep. So just let me try to access the yard there. But HTAs, this knuckles. This was the big update with these, because basically it meant you could attach more wagons together, more load, more around the train. So basically the plan was initially to double head them coming out on the East Coast. So they'd basically they get loaded West Coast, come across sort of Hadrian's Wall line as 41 wagon rakes with double-headed 66s. And then they'd come into, they'd obviously come to either like to York Holgate, and at York they'd be separated. Basically, the operation was an absolute nightmare, so I stopped doing it. But it's just insane, isn't it? Like 41 wagon freights in the UK. Couple of Freightliner 66s laid up there in the yard, another Powerhall livery -5 and a -6 in our Freightliner livery. So it's very close to the yard here, like I say. 10 is still our speed set. HIA wagons sitting around. HIAs, so they're basically shorter versions of, I believe they'd be very similar to like the HHAs. And again, that's the Freightliner coal wagons laid up there. We're sort of rumbling into the yard. Like I say, overall, go get the pack. It's about one coffee. I'll be linking to a whole bunch of stuff on this video today, I think. But it is well worth it. It is an absolutely gorgeous pack. Alright, bit of power, get us back up to 10. Looks like some JNAs ahead of us as well. But as I said, this is very much the end, so I'm not 100% sure on the actual. I think I may have to double check the dates, like things like the JNAs, but I think it looks good, and it's. That's sort of where I was going for, and that feels good. Dates might be a little off, but it feels accurate, it feels nice and varied. So for me, the key sort of enjoyment almost from trains comes from the variety. So we're just going to put it in stop. I'm not sure if you pull back to the end of the siding. We'll pull back to the end actually, because yeah, that's a sensible thing to do. As you rumble past the JNAs, so MWAs and JNAs are very similar wagons. These are MRL wagons. I'm not sure MRLs will actually make it over here. They'd be more sort of the West Country loads with 59 on the front, but I'm generally not bothered at this point. So you can see they are they're incredibly similarly shaped to the MWAs. Slightly longer, Agnes is slightly longer. Different with layout, but aside from that, they're very similar wagons. They're both Yarmouth coded for the continent. But yeah. And the MWA is incrementally taller. But again, Yarmouths are so different on the continent as well, that, you know, you get ones without doors on the sides and all sorts. It's pretty cool overall, I think. So yeah, we're just going to creep in here. What I'll actually do, I want to jump it a little bit short, and we'll just stop here. We'll say there's a shunter here with both hands above his head. And we'll just stop roughly where we'd imagine the shunter to be. We'll say that bush is a shunter. So both hands above your head, that in railway safety terms means stop. And there we go. So we'll just try the brake pipe. Could have hit the plunger to do that, but I'm not bothered about that. There you go, reverse goes to neutral. I should have been in yard work only, but we'll just turn that. We'll go yard work only. Markers only because we're in the freight yard. I should have changed that sooner. Oopsie. Well done, let's see how you did. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.